Yeah, hi. Okay. Um, what one of the things happened? It's really weird. I follow the economy quite a bit, and I thought ever since 2008, I actually thought it died. The whole old economy died in 2008, sort of, and it's only been kept on life support ever since. And I think what's happening, and I tend to be a bit of a bellwether for this sort of thing, but I think this new economy is where it's all at. Like I can't believe how how I've changed. Just it requires at least two people and more, and particularly with work, the interaction. But just like I can't even stand typing anymore. It just feels like horse and cart days. I'd rather communicate in different ways. And when you said that nobody watched the presentation I sent you, it's not for anybody else. It's only for you. Uh, I'm not putting it on YouTube in the hopes of getting views or anything else like that. I won't. Nobody will ever watch any of this unless they stumble on it somehow. But the and you said, is it bad quality? Oh, I went and checked it out. It seems that with Manicam, and Manicam is what you can have it in different places, but you can also take a shot of the desktop. And if you get the free version, it just gives you mouse click animation. That's all you've got. And everything else is pretty limited. Yeah, it's got a bit of noise suppression, some special effects. But if you get the $20 one, um, you get zoom capability. You get to be able to draw on the desktop, movable canvas, whatever that means, and window selector. That could be interesting. Um, and save multiple servers. Okay, so and then you get more. That's $29, $19. Sorry, it's $20 US, and you get a studio version which is $60 US. I don't know what that offers. 12 video sources or more, two activations. Um, that probably means you can give it to somebody else as well. And if you have 10 activations, you can, if you had a company or something, you'd have 10 people using it for, is it $250? But see, what I could do is oh, it's got H20, it's got different qualities. Chrome keeper, motion detection, playlist selector, Chrome key feature, don't know what that is. Save multiple servers. The thing I would also like is to be able to have, you see it in lots of vids, where I'm in one window and I've got a animation or something going on in another window, something. But I think that's a different product altogether. I think I looked at it. It was a couple $100. It's quite expensive. But you know what I mean? You have, like, I could be here, and then next to me is an animation. I say I'm talking to you, and at the same time, I've got an animation happening, so you can watch my face and watch the animation at the same time. But so the whole point is that if I want to, like if I want to work with you, which I do, or even just talk to you, I want to show you how to, for example, I want to show you how to use, um, how to set up a channel. Well, I would buy standard Manicam for $20, and then theoretically should have zoom capabilities, so I can zoom in and show you, what to press, and you can see it. But if I just use the free one, which sort of gives me the idea of it, if I use the free one, uh, I don't get much. Like you saw it yourself, you can't see anything. It's just too distant. But that's yeah. So this is where I look at my expenditure. I'm spending any money I spend is all online. It's what I spend offline is very little, and just absolute necessities. But like I got that Bluetooth yesterday, it's an online purchase. Um, you know, last week or last fortnight or something, the $120 thing for my web page. As for what I spend at the stores, I limit it. I spend as little as possible. I'm growing vegetables to save money at the store so I can spend it online to buy things like this because really what's happening is society is nobody's making me happy out there. There's no joy. I don't want to talk to the old dudes up the road. Some of them are only my age. Um, they're just boring. There's nothing to talk about. I don't know anybody in Grafton. I've got no interest in Grafton. It's just a small hick town, really. Cow town. And they don't even do that anymore. So it's just boring to me. And would I want to work in there? Well, I worked at the food bank. God, I had to talk them into buying a trolley for goodness sake. To push it. Oh my God, so old-fashioned. But this is exciting. So I'm doing this now. Even texting to you is I just don't even want to do it anymore. I'd rather do this, but not just talk. I actually want to advance the plot. I want to just sort of explore new things, try new ideas. I'm going to buy this. I think it's $20. I don't think I'm going to get anything by getting a $60 one, anything better. Um, it's got H.264 streams, whatever that is. And this is just what do you call it? JPEG streams. So, and that's IP camera support. I don't have, do I have an IP camera? I don't know. Yeah, so review mode before making live. I can't do that with the $20 one. Uh, so, yeah, I don't know, but I guess I got to. But no, I think I'll just spend the $20 because that'll give me zoom capabilities. Picture in picture. That's probably what I wanted. Yeah, picture in picture. Uh, yeah, maybe that's what I want. If I can get that for $20, that'd be really good. I can't get that with the free one. So I think I'm going to go ahead and buy this. $20 and it'll just be there. No, watermark, yeah. Yeah, picture in picture could be, because that might be what I'm talking about. I've just got, a picture of the desktop with my picture down the bottom or on the side or something like that. I'd be surprised if I can get that a good quality thing for $20, but might be able to. But that's where I'm spending my money. Like I won't, if you don't want the headsets, okay, you don't want the headsets. I just have, so I'll spend the money on this. Yeah, but it's interesting, isn't it? It's I I think I'm very negative on the old economy. I think it's fucked. In all honesty, the new economy, no, it's because I can feel it in myself. It's just exciting. It's just a way I can talk to you, I can have a conversation with you, and then I'll show you something on the screen, or I can now take a photograph. Yes, this is what I'm doing in the garden. I'm going to take a zoom in and take a real, and then we can talk about that, or I can talk about this. I wouldn't do it on type anymore. I couldn't be bothered. It's just as quick and easy to click, play the camera, and then upload this. Uh, it's sitting here typing, wearing out my keyboard. Um, for when I can do this. Yeah. So anything I want to share with you, I can. It's just where I live. I can even show you I'll send it some more photos today, maybe. Go out and take them with my camera and then just upload them. It's just so easy to do. And why do I want to just type? Boring. And as for the room, going in the room, it's just, well, until we started working together, until I sent you that thing to show you what I was talking about, and then you got involved, and that's when it all changed. That's when it became, oh, this is better. Okay, and it's actually, and you're not being, I was wanting to pay for it, or at least give you something. But see, I had a fight with Pooja the other day, like, so she said, oh, not going to do it for free. I said, I never ask you for anything for free. Oh, but last time, I did a job for you, that normally costs $500, and I gave it to you for 150 actually, Pooja. But whatever. But I mean, so I said, oh, fuck you. You really, yeah, okay. Yeah, I know you've got a job, yeah, and you're trying to, but it's. I think even that's going to disappear. I think it's going to be more like we're doing. It becomes more uh, a collaborative thing where I'm not paying you, but if it works, I will. I'll say, here, have some money. Well, it's actually that's sort of how I was thinking about the headsets. It's sort of like payment or a reward or thanks for the work that you've done already. It's just a gift. It's different. I like it actually. You know how it works with a union. You've got to do this, you've got to do that, and get this pay and blah blah blah. And don't get ripped off, and it's just fucking awful. Um, but what's happening between us is just a really discovery thing, and I'd share with you. Fuck it, uh, it just feels better. It feels better than right. Here I am at work. What do you want me to do? You didn't do that right. Oh, great. Shit. Come on, I have a drink. I'm pissed off. They're pissed off. But who wants that? And actually, if you look at what we're doing, it's a very nice product. It could be better. Yeah, and I probably have to pace here and that sort of thing, but yuck. And she wants it. But I think that's actually going to become a whole economy within itself. I think, uh, I just feel that nobody's happy with it. Eventually it fails because nobody's actually happy. It doesn't matter what numbers, how much money they pour into the system or how they manipulate interest rates, or at the end of the day, if people aren't happy doing what they're doing and working, they're not going to do it. That's just what's going to happen. It doesn't matter what government's trying to do, what banks trying to do. It's just if you're not happy, you're not happy, and you'll find new ways. Whereas I think people used to be happy farming. You know what I mean? They have a small farm, milk cows. I live next door to a little tiny dairy. The family would have been miserable to get up in the morning, complain about everything, but a better lifestyle. Come home and mum would be cooking a pie or something. Oh, I don't know, maybe they weren't, but what's happening these days? You just go to this shitty bloody work environment where everybody's unhappy, and come home and drink yourself to death because you're miserable. But see, what's happening between us is actually good. It's I sort of think it sounds, even like the donation thing. You didn't like that, yeah, I know, but they say it works, and I don't know. So if I can't get people to pay, I'd go with the Patreon or whatever they call it. Yeah, it's a donation thing. They say it's mainly for non-profits, but I hear lots of people trying to make money out of it using Patreon. 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 You just put in, it's a donation. But I think the thing is we have to sort of try and look at what's actually working, and the fact that I'm buying stuff online now, and I can't really afford it. I'm right on the very bottom of the income, yeah, but all fucking free stuff people sort of talk about with pride. I never buy anything online. Oh, not me, no. I think, oh, great, see ya. I think you're a dinosaur if you want to. What we'll do is we'll earn money online and we'll buy a lot of our stuff online. That's just where the economy's going. But it feels to me like it's really, if you were to do world GDP online, that would be more interesting to me than world GDP on the old economy, because I think it'd be running at maybe 15-20% per annum. Be huge. Huge growth. It'd be actually, I might even research that a little bit later on today. But look, I'm going to send this. I think it will buy the $20 Manicam. I mean, it's $20. Oh, what's it going to be? 25, 26 something? Who gives a shit? I mean, it's just money, isn't it? Okay, go on. Oh, sorry. Bye. Hope your headache's feeling better.